Hey guys, Panzer Ace 007 coming at you from the Panzer Shop with an inbox review, first look of a jet fighter from Testors Corporation. It's the limited edition 80th anniversary, and the kit is the Tornado IDS. It's 1/48 scale, and you know, box art looks pretty snazzy. Let's take a look and see what we got going on in the box. Well, first thing you see, I suppose, is the decals that come with the kit. They look pretty good. You get a lot of them, which is a little bit different than from what normally I see with armor scale kits. You get a few variations on the subject, as the Tornado was actually built by a combination of three companies between Great Britain, West Germany, and Italy, as a more or less an all-purpose kind of fighter bomber, if I am reading my research correctly. So the first thing you see is obviously the sprues were in the bag. I went ahead and removed those just for the ease of the review. The canopy glass will stay in there. You get the front and middle canopy, you get a few lights, and some of the stuff that will be going on in the cockpit. As you see from the sprues, you get, they all seem very well molded, and looks like you get a fair amount of detail in everything. Nothing too bland or over the top. Recessed panel lines, which is nice. I know you airplane guys dig that. The nasal cones right here, they look pretty neat. They've got a lot of detail on the inside of them that you can see, and you know, everything looks pretty square and on the level. Here's some of the drop tanks. They'll need, obviously, to be filled, the seams and stuff from the sides once you glue it together. Here's another one. The bottom of the fuselage looks really good. Recessed panel lines, fair amount of detail in the landing gear bays. Cockpit's looking pretty nice. It's a two-man fighter, obviously, with a pilot and a navigator and or a weapons coordinator. The sides of the fuselage look pretty good. You get a fair amount of weapons with bombs and some missiles and a rocket pod. A couple pieces came off the sprue. Here's the nose cone, no real detail in that, and one of the other landing gear, the front landing gear bay, if you could see that, looks pretty good. It's got a fair amount in there. Here are the wings, and from the outset don't look really that too bad. Again, nice recessed panel lines. All in all, pretty up and up. Here's the instruction sheet, fairly involved. I guess it's just your general run-of-the-mill assembly process. Not too much, not too involved in the kit. The kit doesn't have a lot of pieces, which is really good for beginners and intermediate modelers. Perhaps some of the more advanced modelers will like it just because they can add their own spin on it and get to super detail and stuff. Also, another thing that's included in the kit is a color picture of that corresponds with the decals of the different variant of the jets from different nations that you can put on there. From the Royal Air Force in Operation Iraqi Freedom, two different schemes for that. At the top, you've got the German Luftwaffe in Afghanistan. In the middle, you've got the Royal Saudi Air Force and the Italian AMI Special Scheme, which I believe was shown off at an air show. You'll also get called out are the colors of the paint from Model Master on here, as well as a look at what the drop tanks look like in their camo scheme that would correspond obviously with the Royal Air Force. You get also a really good shot of the above and below pictures of the jets. Really good kit, and fairly reasonably priced. The MSRP is $49, but I'm sure at certain retailers and online hobby stores you can find it for, you know, a lot cheaper. And that concludes the first look. and hope you like it. Looks like a pretty good kit. I'll catch you on the next one.